Well, hello guys, ¿qué pasa? Antonio Serrano here, and today I have a very interesting video for you, a magical performance video. In this case, I'm going to show you another one of my chop cup routines, okay? I have a lot of different presentations for the chop cup, and in this case, I'm going to show you my presentation for the chop cup for a kids audience, okay? The kids, they don't care about a cup, they have no idea what a cup, like kind of a cocktail shaker thing is. They don't care about that. That's why I changed the chop cup for a Pringles chip can, something like that. I use the tin foil bowl. That's something that I use in all of my chop cup or kind of similar chop cup routines. I love the innocence of the kitchen cloth. I love the innocence of the Pringles can because they are normal, and I love the innocence of the tin foil bowl, which is completely normal, in like 50%, 60% we could say, okay? If you know how the chop cup works, you know that all of the gimmickry is inside of that bowl and you are ready to go. So in this case, in this routine, you are going to see that instead of playing the chop cup as a gambling routine, you don't know where the ball is here, is not here, is here, is there. I'm not doing that. What I am doing is saying that I want the ball to vanish. I want to vanish the ball. And the ball never vanishes. The ball appears under the cup, and I want to vanish it, and it appears under the Pringles can and all that stuff. So it is extremely funny. I have been performing a chop cup routine with a normal chop cup for kids for a very long time, using the same script that I use for family audiences and adults. And the problem with kids is that maybe when you put the ball in your hand and you load the ball under the cup or anything like that, you say, where is the ball? In my hand or in the cup? In my hand? No, it's not in the hand, it's in the cup. You sometimes have kids that say, I knew it! I knew that it was in the cup. What really is happening is that that kid completely saw that you had the ball in your hand. He at any point saw how you load the ball under the cup. But in his head he went, I'm sure that the ball is under the cup. And when you show that it is under the cup, he thinks that he caught you, like he knows how the trick is done. And that's not true. So I don't like doing this gambling thing, because adults are more aware that even though they can be suspicious about the cup, they know that you couldn't possibly put the ball there. So when it appears under the cup, they are like, okay, maybe I would have guessed that it was under the cup, but even I don't know how, okay? I could have said glass. I could have said that the ball is under the cup, but I don't know how he did it. And that doesn't work for kids. If a kid says under the cup and it is under the cup, they think that they know how everything works. So that's why I changed the routine over. Instead of being like a fight, like a battle, oh, I am smarter than you, I know how to trick you, I make a fool of myself. I want to vanish the ball, and I can do it. And that's extremely, extremely funny. And another layer that I add to this routine is talking about when I was a kid, my parents signed me up to tennis lessons, and I didn't want to practice, so I was always eating chips instead of playing tennis and all that stuff, which is a hook. It's a story that acts as a hook because kids like playing sports. They think that it is very funny that me as a kid didn't want to play sport, which is completely true. And I am using as a kind of a callback, the production of the final load. Okay, so kids don't really appreciate callbacks that much, but adults do. So when I'm performing this trick and adults are around, or I have performed this trick also in family shows a lot of the times, if I don't have fruit around me or anything like that, I have performed this trick, and you can see the faces of adults going like, ooh, he knows what he's doing. He was telling a story about playing tennis, and we completely forgot about the tennis part of the story. We thought that it was like something that he said just because he wanted to say it, and at the end of the routine, everything comes full circle. So I love this routine. Let's take it a look. Well, hello kids, how are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna show you a very, very interesting trick. Do you like the Pringles chips? I love them. I'm gonna tell you a story. I don't like pretty much practicing sports, and that's pretty bad. You should all play some kind of sport, but I don't really like them, even when I was your age. My parents, they signed me up to play tennis for tennis lessons, and every time I saw my father leave through the door, I went straight to the cafeteria, I bought myself a can of Pringle chips, and I start watching the games, and doing some magic tricks for the kids and adults that were around. That's what I did. And one of the tricks that I performed was the trick that I'm about to do for you, but it never works. I don't know why, but this trick never works 100% right. The idea is to put the ball under the can and the ball should disappear. I put the ball here, I shuffle it like that, and it doesn't matter if the ball is in my hand or under the can. It should vanish either way. I should go like this, and the ball completely vanishes, and it is not in my hand, and obviously it's not under the can. It's not in any place. What? No, it's not under the can. It's not in there. What? This always happens. This is the thing that always happens. Okay, you have to help me. Yeah, I know it, but you have to help me. I have to vanish this ball. Please help me. I take the ball, I put it here, I go like this, I do this move, and now I'm sure, I'm 100% sure. Okay, this is great. I go like this, the ball completely disappears. That's great, and it is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. That annoying ball is completely vanished at last. Okay, I could do the trick. This ball is getting a little bit annoying, am I right? I have an idea. If I put the ball inside the can and I go like this, when I take the ball out, I don't know why, the ball doesn't vanish. The ball doesn't vanish from my hand. So what I'm going to do is a different style of magic. Instead of blowing the ball like this, I'm going to move away from the can and I'm going to go like this. Look, it's going to disappear 100%. Look at this. Move away. Okay, perfect. Look at this. Another one is completely vanished. What? The ball is in my mouth, no, nothing under the can, nothing. The ball is nowhere. The ball, what? Not in my mouth, but my... No, the ball is not in my mouth. What were you saying? The ball in my... No, it's not in my mouth, no. And the most important thing about this trick is now the ball is vanished. It's not in my hands, it's not inside of the can, it's not in my mouth, it's not inside of any of my pockets. So the ball was 100% completely vanished. No, please, no, this is impossible. This is impossible to do, completely impossible to do. And do you know why I think that it is impossible to vanish the little ball? I think that I have a theory. I think it is impossible to vanish this little ball inside of the Pringles can because there is more than one ball. Yeah, I think that there is more than one ball. I'm sure about that. Do you know why I'm sure about that? Because this ball, if I put it inside of my pocket, I know that it's going to be another ball there. So that's why it's impossible to vanish it. And it's even more difficult to vanish it when the ball is this big. Can you believe that? Oh my God, what the size of this ball? Look at the size. Oh my God, this is incredibly big. So this is why it's impossible to vanish the ball, because you have two, the small one and the big one. Yeah. Okay, let's be real. You need 3 balls to do this trick. You need the small one, you need the big one, and you need the most important ball of all. Yeah, because if I hadn't had this ball, my father would be suspicious. Yeah. You need, of course, a tennis ball. That's right. And this is the trick of the Pringles can. Thank you very much, kids.